so shall you hear of carnal, bloody, and unnatural acts, of accidental judgments, casual slaughters, of deaths put on by cunning and forced cause, and, in this upshot, purposes mistook fallen on the inventor's reeds. All of this can I truly deliver.
Who's there?
Nay, answer me!
Stand and fold yourself!
Long live the king!
Horatio!
A piece of him.
Welcome, Horatio.
What, has this thing appeared again tonight?
Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy and will not let belief take hold of him.
Tush, tush, 'twill not appear.
He's quickly off! Look, where it comes again! The same figure like the king instead! Loosen up like the king! Hearken, Horatio!
Stay illusion. If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If there be any good thing to be done that may to thee do ease and grace to me, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily foreknowing may avoid, oh, speak!
It is offended to see it starts away!
Stay, speak, speak, I charge thee, speak!
'Tis here!
'Tis here!
'Tis gone. We do it wrong, being so majestical to offer it the show of violence. For it is, as the air invulnerable, and our vain blows malicious mockery.
I'm now Horatio, you tremble and look pale. It's not something more than our fantasy.
Let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet, for upon my life this spirit, dumb to us, will speak to him. Do you consent we shall acquaint him with it as needful in our loves, fitting our duty?
Let's do it, and I pray I this morning know where we shall find him most Oh my God, you're a brilliant star! You are old, my dear, you're gorgeous, my dear. I could not even believe it. I nearly fell at my knees, I swear. Oh, my darling. The best chance of Paris for you, my dear. That's all you deserve. That is all you Though yet of our dear brother's death, the memory be green. Yet so far. Yet so far hath discretion fought with nature. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, taken to wife, for all our thanks. And now, Laertes, what's the news with thee? What wouldst thou have, Laertes? My dread lord, your leave and favor to return to France. I'll have you your father's leave. What say, Polonius?
My lord, I do beseech you, give him leave to go.
Then, Laertes, take thy hour. Time be thine, and thy best graces spend it at thy will. But now, my cousin Hamlet and my son, a little more than kin and less than kind. How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Oh, not so, my lord. I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy nighted colors off. Thou knowest 'tis common. All that lives must die.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seem it so particular in thee?
Seems, madam. Nay, it is, I know not seems, for I have that within which passings show. These but the trappings and the suits of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these mourning duties to your father. But you must know, your father lost a father. That father lost his. But to persever in obstinate condolement is a course of impious stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly grief. Fie, 'tis a fault to heaven, a fault against the dead, a fault to nature. We pray to throw down to earth this unprofitable woe, and think of us as of a father. For, let the world take note, you are most immediate to our throne, and with no less nobility than that which dearest father bears his son, whom I impart toward you. As for your intent in going back to school in Wittenberg, it is most retrograde to our desire, and we beseech you, bend you to remain here in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest courtier, cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet, I pray thee. Stay with us, go not to Wittenberg.
I shall in all my best obey you, madam.
Why, 'tis a loving and fair reply, be as ourself in Denmark. Madam, come.
would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew, or that the everlasting had not fixed his cannon against self-slaughter. Oh, God! God! How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all uses of this world. Fie, 'tis an unweeded garden that grows to see things rank and gross in nature possesseth merely. But 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king that was to this, Hyperion to a satyr. So loving to my mother that he might not reteem the winds of heaven, visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth must I remember why she would hang on him, as if increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on. And yet, within a month, let me not think on't, frailty, thy name is woman. A beast that wants discourse of reason would have mourned longer, a little month. She married with my uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month she married. Oh, most wicked speed to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not, nor it cannot come to good. But break my heart, promise, hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
I'm glad to see you well. Horatio! Or I do forget myself.
The same, my lord, and your poor servants ever.
Sir, my good friend, I'll change that name with you. And what make you from Wittenberg, Horatio, Marcellus?
My good lord.
I'm glad to see you. Good evening, sir. But what, in faith, make you from Wittenberg?
A truant disposition, good my lord.
I would not hear your enemies say so.
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I pray you, fellow student, do not mock me. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio, the funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. My father. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man, take him for all in all. I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw? Who?
My lord, the king your father.
The king, my father!
2 nights together had these gentlemen, Marcellus and Bernardo, on their watch, in the dead vast and middle of the night, been thus encountered a figure like your father.
But where was this?
My lord upon the platform where we watch.
I will watch tonight, perchance we'll walk again.
I warrant it will.
If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it. Farewell. Upon the platform, twixt 11 and 12 will I visit you.
Our
duty to your honor.
Your loves is mine to you. Farewell. My father's spirit in arms,
All is not well.
would the night would come.
Till then, sit still, my soul.
Thou deeds will rise.
Though all the world o'erwhelm them to men's eyes.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. As for Hamlet and the trifling of his favor, hold it a fashion and a toy in blood. No more.
My brother, do not, as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whiles like a puffed and reckless liberty, himself the primrose path of dalliance treads, and works not his own reed.
Oh, fear me not. Oh, but look where my father comes.
Yes, here, Laertes. Aboard for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sails you are asleep for. There, my blessing with thee. And these few precepts of my memory see thou character. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar, neither a borrower nor a lender be. For loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it shall follow as night the day. Thou canst not be false with any man. There, my blessing season this with thee.
Humbly do I take my leave, my lord. Farewell, Ophelia, and remember well what I have said to you.
It is unlocked, and you yourself shall put the key to it.
Farewell.
What does Ophelia be hath said to you?
So please you something touching the Lord Hamlet.
What is between you? Give me out the truth.
He hath, my lord, of late made many tenders of his affection to me.
I would not. In plain terms from this time forth, have you so slander any nobly chance to give word, or speak with Lord Hamlet? Look to it, I charge you. Come your ways.
I shall obey, my lord.
The air bites shrewdly. It is very cold.
Tis a nipping and a meager air.
What hour is it now?
I think it lacks of 12.
Nay, it is struck.
Look, my lord, it comes!
Angels and ministers of grace defend us. Be thou spirits, Alford, off and down. Bring with thee airs from heaven or blasts from hell. Be thy intent wicked or charitable if thou comest in such a questionable shape that I would speak to thee. I'll call thee Hamlet, King, Father, what a day, I'll answer me.
Do not go with it.
No, by no means.
I will follow it.
Be ruled we shall not.
My faith cries out! By heaven, I'll make a ghost of him that lets me. Go on. I'll follow thee.
But follow, it's not industrial way.
Have after. To what issue will this come?
Something's rotten in the state of Denmark.
Heaven will direct it.
Nay, let's follow it.
Where wilt thou lead me? Speak! I'll go no further. Speak. I am bound to hear. Oh, God. Murder. Oh, my prophetic soul. My uncle.
That incestuous, that adulterate beast, sleeping within my orchard, my custom always of the afternoon, upon my secure hour, that uncle stole, with juice of cursed Lebanon in a vial, and in the bushes of my ears did pour the last distillment. Oh, horrible, most horrible. If thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and incest. Adieu, adieu, Hamlet.
Remember me.
Oh, most pernicious woman. Oh, villain, villain, smiling, damned villain. My tables. Meet it is, I set it down, that one may smile and be a villain. The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite, that ever I was born to set it right.
What's the matter, Ophelia?
Oh, my lord,
speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Mad for thy love?
I do not know, my lord, but truly I do fear.
What, have you given him any harsh words of late?
No, my lord, but as you did command.
That hath made him mad. I'm sorry that with better heed and judgment I had not yet quoted them. Come, we go to the king.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, that we did much want to see you. The need we have to use you did provoke our hasty sending. Something you know of Hamlet's transformation?
Good gentlemen, he hath much talked of you, and sure I am two men that are not living to whom he more adheres. If it will please you to show us so much gentry and goodwill as to expend your time with us a while for the supply and profit of our hope, your visitation shall receive such thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
Both your majesties might, by the sovereign power you have of us, put your dread pleasures more into command into a dream.
But we both obey, and here give up ourselves in the full bank to lay our service freely at your feet to be commanded.
Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz, and I beseech you instantly to visit my too much change of son.
Heavens make our presence and our practices pleasant and helpful to him.
Amen.
I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Oh, speak of that. That I do long to hear.
My liege and madam, do expostulate what majesty is, what duty is, why day is day, night, night, time is time. We're not meant to waste day, night, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad, I call it. For to find what madness is would be nothing else but mad. Blood, Becca?
More matter with less art.
Madam, I swear, I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true. 'Tis true, 'tis a pity. And pity 'tis true. I have a daughter, have all she's mine, who in her duty and obedience, mark. Doubt thou the stars are fire, doubt that the sun doth move, doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love.
But how hath she received his love?
What do you think of me?
As of a man most honorable and faithful.
I would fain prove so, where truth was hid, though were hid indeed within the center.
How may we try it further?
You know, sometimes he walks for hours here in the lobby.
So he does indeed.
At such a time, I will loose my daughter to him. Be you and I behind an arras then, mark the encounter.
We'll try it.
But look where sadly the poor wretch comes reading.
Oh, pray you give me leave. I'll board him presently. Away! I beseech you, away! How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God have mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Oh, excellent well. You are a fishmonger.
Not I, my lord.
Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Then let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing. But not as your daughter may conceive. Friend, look to it.
How say you by that? Still harping on my daughter. Yet he knew me not first. He said I was a fishmonger. He is gone, far gone. I'll speak to him again. What do you read, my lord?
Words! Words! Words!
What is the matter, my lord?
Between who?
I mean the manner in which you read, my lord.
Oh, slander, sir. Princess satirical rogue says here that old men have gray beards, that their faces are wrinkled, and that they have a plentiful lack of wit, together with most weak hands. All of which, sir, though I most powerfully and potently believe, yet I hold it not honesty to have it thus set down for yourself, sir, to be as old as I am. If like a crab, you could go backwards.
Though this be madness, there is method in it. Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave.
Indeed, that is out of the air. How pregnant his replies sometimes are. My lord, I will most humbly take my leave of you.
You cannot, sir, take from me anything. I will more willingly part with all. Except my life. Except my life. Except my life.
Very well, my lord.
These tedious old fools.
God save you, sir.
You, go seek the Lord Hamlet. There he is.
My honored lord,
My most dear lord.
My excellent good friends. How dost thou, Guildenstern? Rosencrantz. Good lads. How do ye both?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
happy in that we are not over happy.
Let me question more in particular. What have you, good lads, deserved at the hands of fortune that she sends you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord.
Denmark's a prison.
Then is the world wide.
Oh God, I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space were it not that I had bad dreams. But shall we to the court? But by my faith, I cannot reason.
Will we wait upon you?
No such matter. What make you at Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord. No other occasion.
Beggar that I am even poor in thanks. Were you not sent for? Is it of your own inclining? Is it a free visitation? Come, deal justly with me. Come, nay, speak.
What should we say, my lord?
Why, anything but to the purpose. You were sent for, and there is a kind of confession in your looks which your modesties have not craft enough to color. I know the good king and queen have sent for you.
To what end, my lord?
That you must teach me. Be even and direct with me whether you were sent for or no.
What say you?
Nay, then I have an eye view. If you love me, hold not off.
My lord, we were sent for.
I will tell you why. So shall my anticipation prevent your discovery and your secrecy to the king and queen, mulch no feather. I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all of my mirth, and forgone all custom of exercise. And indeed, it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory, this most excellent canopy. Look you, this brave, o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof, fretted with cope and firelight. It appears no other thing to me than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, and yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No, woman neither, but by your smiling you seem to say so.
My lord! There was no such thing.
Why then did you laugh when I said man delights not me?
Think, my lord, if you delight not in man, what Lenten entertainment the players shall receive from you. We quoted them on the way, and hither are they coming to offer you service.
He that plays the king shall be welcome.
Huzzah!
There are the players.
Good gentlemen, you are welcome in Elsinore, but my uncle father and aunt mother are deceived.
What, my lord?
I am mad, but north-northwest. When the wind blows southerly, I know a hawk from a handsaw.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
My lord, I have news to tell you. When Rusty is with an actor in rush.
The actors are come hither, my lord.
Buzz.
Upon mine honor.
Then came each actor on his ass.
The best actors in the world, either for comedy, tragedy, history, pastoral, comical, historical, pastoral, tragical, comical, historical, pastoral. Scene in the Bible or poem unlimited. Seneca cannot be too heavy nor Plautus too light. For the law of liberty and the writ, these are the only men.
Welcome all. I'm glad to see thee well. Welcome, good friends. My old friend, thy face is valiant since I saw thee last. Comest out to beard me in Denmark? What, my good lady and mistress? Come, give us a taste of equality. Come, a passionate speech.
What speech, my lord?
I heard thee speak me a speech once, but was never acted. Or if it was, not above once with the play, I remember, at least not the million. There was one speech in it I chiefly loved. 'Twas Ananias' tale of Dido, and thereabout of it, especially where he speaks of Priam's slaughter, if it live in your memory, begin.
Anon finds him, striking two short degrees. His antique sword, rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls. Repugnant to command, unequal match, Pyrrhus at Priam drives, in rage, strikes wide, but with the whip and the wind of his fell sword, the unnerved father falls. Then senseless Ilium, seeming to feel this blow, with flaming chops stoops to his face, and with a hideous crash, takes prisoner Pyrrhus' ear! For lo, his sword, which was declining on the milky head of the reverend Priam, seemed in the air to stick. So as a painted tyrant, Pyrrhus stood, and like neutral to his will in matter, did nothing.
This is too long.
Shout at the barbers with your beard. Go on. Come to Hecuba.
But who all had seen the mobile queen?
The noblest queen.
That's good. Mobile queen is good.
Run barefoot up and down, threatening the flames with this and room. But if the gods did see her then, when she saw Pyrrhus make malicious sport in mincing with his sword her husband's limbs, the instant burst of clamor she made, if things mortal moved them not at all, would have made milch in the burning eyes of heaven and passion in the gods.
Look, well, you've not seen colored my citizens' eyes for you, no more.
'Tis well. I'll have thee speak me at the rest soon. Good Lord, will you see the players well bestowed?
My lord, I'll use them according to their deserts.
God's body things bad, much better. Use every man after his desert, and who should escape whipping? Take them in.
Come, sirs.
Follow him, friend. We'll hear a play tomorrow. Dost thou hear me, old friend? Can you play the murder of King Zago?
Aye, my lord.
And you could, for a need, set down a speech of some dozen or 16 lines, which I would insert in it, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
We'll have tomorrow night. Very well. Follow that, Lord, and look him, mock him not. My friends, I'll leave you till night. You are welcome at Elsinore.
Good, my lord.
I'm so. God be with you. Now I am alone. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force a soul so to his own conceit that from her working all his visage wan, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice, and with all his functions, suiting with forms to his conceit, and all for nothing, for Hecuba. What's Hecuba to him, or he to Hecuba, that he should weep for her? What would he do? Had he the motive and the cue for passion that I have? Why, he would drown the stage with tears, and cleave the general ear with horrid speech, make mad the guilty and appall the free, confound the ignorant and amaze, indeed, the very faculties of eyes and ears. Yet I, a dull and a muddy-mettled rascal, he, like a John of dreams, unpregnant of my cause, and can say nothing. No, not for a king upon whose property and most dear life a damned defeat was made. My coward, who calls me villain, who breaks my page across, plucks up my beard and blows it in my face, tweaks me by the nose, gives me the lie of the throat as deepest to the lungs, who does me this? Huh. Swoons, but I should take it, for I cannot be, but I am pigeon-livered, and like God to make oppression bitter. Or ere this, I should have fattened all the legion kites with this life awful, bloody, bawdy villain, remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, kindless villain, no vengeance! Why, what an ass am I? This is most brave that I, the son of the dear father murdered, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, must like a whore unpack my heart with words and fall, a cursing like a very drab scullion, fire, foe, about my brain.
I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have
By the very cunning of the scene,
been struck so to the soul
that presently they have proclaimed their malefactions,
For murder.
Though it hath no tongue,
You'll speak.
with most miraculous order.
I'll have the players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle.
I'll observe his looks.
I'll tempt him to the quick. If he but blench, I'll know my course. The spirit I have seen may be the devil.
And the devil hath the power to assume a pleasing shape.
Yea.
And perhaps out of my weakness and my melancholy, as he is very potent with such spirits.
Abuses me to damn me. I'll have grounds more relative than this. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
And can you, by no trick of circumstance, be ever been why he puts on this confusion, grading all say so harshly, with dangerous lunacy?
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak.
Nor can we find him forward to be sounded, but with crafty madness keeps aloof.
Did you essay him to any pastime?
Madam, it so fell out that certain players we overwhelmed on the way. Of these we told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear of it. They are about the court, and as I think, they have already ordered this night to play before.
With all my heart. And it doth much content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentleman. Take his purpose on, and drive him further on to feast delights.
We shall do.
Polonius, what's next?
Ophelia, walk you here.
Oh, and for your part, Ophelia, I do hope your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope your good virtues will bring him to his wonted way again. To both your honors.
Madam, I wish it may.
I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
To be.
Or not to be.
That is the question. Whether
'Tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or
to take up arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die.
to sleep,
No more.
and by sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that the flesh is heir to.
'Tis a consummation, devoutly to be wished.
To die, to sleep, to sleep.
Perchance, to dream.
Aye,
There's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause.
there's the respect that makes calamity of so long life.
For who would bear the whips and scorns of time?
The oppressor's wrong,
The proud man's contumely.
the pangs of despised
The
love,
law's delay.
the insolence
Of office
and the spurns.
that patient merit of the unworthy takes when he himself might his prizes make with a bare bodkin.
Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life?
That the dread of something after death,
The undiscovered country,
from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others we know not of.
thus conscience does make cowards of us all.
And thus the native hue of resolution is sickly or with a pale cast of thought. And enterprise of great pick and moment with this regard their currents turn awry and lose in the name of action. Soft you now. Oh, fair Ophelia, live in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered. Good, my lord, how does your honor for this many a day? I humbly thank you. Well. My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them. No! I never gave you aught. My lord, you know right well you did. And with them words of so sweet breath composed as made the things more rich. Their perfume lost, take this again. I did love you once. Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so. Oh, you should not have believed me, for virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but that we shall relish of it. I loved you not. I was the more deceived. Oh, get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? What should fellows as I do crawling between earth and heaven? We are errant knaves all, believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your father? At home, my lord. Then let the doors be shut on him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Farewell. Oh, how can you sweet heaven? If thou dost marry, I will give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow. To a nunnery go, and quit
Soldiers, scholars, eye, tongue, sword. The expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion and the mold of form. The observed of all observers, quite down. And I, of ladies most deject and wretched, that suck the honey of his music vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason like sweet bells jangled, out of tune and harsh. That unmatched form and feature of blown youth blasted with ecstasy. Woe is me to have seen what I have seen, to see what I see.
Love, his affections do not that way tend, nor would he speak, though it was not like madness. There's something in his soul, o'er which his melancholy sits on brood. What think you on it?
It shall do well, but yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from neglected love. How now, Ophelia, you need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said, we heard it all. My lord, do as you please, but if you see it fit, after the play let his queen mother entreat him to show his grief. Let her be round with him, and I'll be placed, so please you, in the ear of all of their conference. If she find him not, to England send him, or confine him where your wisdom best shall think.
It shall be so. Madness in great ones should not unwatched go.
Say.
That I did, my lord.
What did you enact?
I did enact Julius Caesar. I was killed in the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
'Twas a brute part of him to kill so capital a Catholic. Be the players ready.
I, my lord, this day upon your patience.
Come hither, my dear Hamlet, sit by me. No, good mother. Here's metal more attractive.
Do you more hats?
Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I need my head upon your lap.
Aye, my lord.
Do you think I meant country matters? You are not. You are not. I'll mark the play.
For us and for our tragedy, here stooping to your clemency, we beg your hearing patiently. My lord, the queen, your mother, in most great affliction of spirit, hath sent me to you.
You are welcome. God be with you, sir.
My lord, the queen would speak with you presently.
I will come by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Now is the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell itself breathes out contagion to the world. Oh, now could I drink hot blood! Soft. Now to my mother. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I'll use daggers not, but speak them to her. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. How in my words, soever she be shent, to give them seals never, my soul consent.
Oh, my fence is rank. It smells to heaven. It hath the primal elf's curse upon it. A brother's murder. What if This hand grew thicker than itself in brother's blood. Is there not rain enough in the sweet heavens to wash it white as snow? Then I'll look up. My fault is past. Oh, what form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder. I cannot be, since I am still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder. My crown, my own ambition, and my queen. Wretched state, oh bosom black as death, oh limed soul, struggling to be free, art more engaged. Help, angels, make a save! Foul, stubborn beast, and hard strings of steel, be soft as sinews of the newborn babe. All may be well.
Now my baby would pat.
Now he's praying.
And now I'll do it.
And so he goes to heaven.
And so I am revenged. Oh, this is higher in salary.
Not revenge.
No, upsword.
And know thou a more horrid hent.
When he is drunk,
Asleep.
or in his rage,
Or in the incestuous pleasures of his bed.
then trick him,
That his heels may kick at heaven.
and that his soul,
May be his damn.
and black as hell.
Whereto it goes.
My mother stays. This physic but prolongs thy sickly days.
My words fly up, my thoughts stay below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
He will come straight. Look, you lay hold to him. Tell this prince have been too broad to bear with him, that his majesty hath stood between much heat and him. I'll sconce me even here, pray you be round with him.
Mother! Oh, this bride! Now the bride there is coming. Mother! How now, mother? What's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
Oh, what's the matter now?
You forgot me.
No, by the rude, not so. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife. And would it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then I'll send those to you that can speak.
Come, you go not. Set you down, you go not till I set you out of glass, where you may see the inmost part of you.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me? Help!
How now? Rat? Dead for a ducat? Dead!
I am slain.
Tell me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
What a rash and bloody deed this is.
A bloody deed. Almost as bad, good mother, as kill king and marry with his brothers.
Kill a king?
My lady, 'twas my word. O thou wretched, rash, intruding fool, farewell. Hope thee for thy better.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue and noise so rude against me?
Look here, upon this picture, and on this, the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what a grace was seated on this brow. Hyperion's curls, the front of Jove himself. A combination and a form indeed to give the world assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look you what follows. This is your husband, like a mildew ear blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Where is thy blush?
Speak to me no more, Hamlet! These words like that!
And a villain! A king of traps and patches! Take me and cover me with your wings! You heavenly guards will put your gracious figure!
He's mad.
Do not you come your tardy son to chide that lapsed in time and passion. Let's go by the important acting of your dread command. Oh, say!
It's but to wet thy almost blunted purpose. But look, amazement on thy mother's six. Of step between seen her and her fighting soul, conceited with his body's strongest works, speak to her Hamlet.
How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how is it with you that you do bend your eye on vacancy and with the incorporeal irritable discourse?
On him! On him! Look you how pale he glares!
To whom do you speak this?
You see nothing there?
Nothing at all, yet all that is I see.
No, why look how he steals away! My father in his habit as he lived even now out in the portal!
Oh, Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Draw away the worst part of it, and live the purer with the other half. I must to England, you know that.
Alack, I had forgot. Just so concluded on.
There's letter sealed. And my two schoolfellows, whom I will trust as I will adders, begged. They bear the mandate. They must sweep my way. Mother, good night. Indeed, this counselor is now most still, most secret, and most brave, who was in life a foolish, prating maid. Come, sir, to draw toward an end with you. Mother, good night.
Lobby.
Hamlet, for thy special safety, as we do tender as dearly as we grieve for what thou hast done, must send thee hence, and everything is bent for England.
For England?
Aye, Hamlet.
Good!
So it is thou knowest our purposes.
Aye, I see a cherub that sees them. Come, for England! Farewell, good mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
Father and mother is man and wife. Man and wife is one flesh. And so my mother. But come, for England!
Follow my foot. Pray, make haste! And England. If my love thou hold'st at aught, pays homage to us, and find letters congruing to that effect, the present death of Hamlet. Do it, England. For like the hectic in my blood, he rages, and thou must cure me. Till I know 'tis done, however my joys, my haps have never begun.
I will not speak with her. She is importunate and needs distract. Her mood will needs be pitied.
What would she have?
She speaks much of her father. Says she hears those tricks of the world and hems and beats her heart, spurns enviously at straws, speaks things in doubt that carry but half sense. Her speech is nothing. Let her come in.
To my sick soul, as sin's true nature is, each boy seems prologue to some great amiss. So full of artless jealousy is guilt, it spills itself in fearing to be spilled.
Where's His Majesty of Denmark?
How now, Ophelia?
Pray you, Mark. He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. At his head a grass green turf, at his heels a strong.
Alas, look here, my lord.
How do you, pretty lady? Wow! God yield to you. They say the owl was a baker's daughter. Lord, we know what we are, but know not what we may be. God be at your table.
Conceit upon her father?
Pray you, let's have no words of this. When they ask you what it means, say this. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, call in the morning dead time, and I am made at your window to be your Valentine.
First, Ophelia.
Indeed, law, without an oath, I'll make a dead not.
How long has she been thus?
I hope all will be well. We must be patient. But I cannot choose but weep to think that they should lay him in the cold ground. My brother shall know of this. And so I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach! Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night! Good night!
Follow her close, I pray you. Keep watch over her. Oh, it is the poison of deep grief. It all springs from her father's death. Gertrude, Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not in single spies, but in battalions. Gertrude, let him go! Speak, man! Where is my father? Dead.
But not by him!
Let him demand his fill. How can he be dead? I'll not be juggled with. To hell allegiance, the ouse to the blackest devil, conscience and grace to the profoundest pit. I dare damnation. Let come what comes. Only I'll be revenged most thoroughly for my father. That I am guiltless of your father's death, and am most sensible in grief for it. And thou shalt let your judgment be as level as the day does to your eye.
They bore him barefaced on the bier. Hey, nani, nani, nani. And in his grave raised many a tear. Fare you well, my dove.
Hadst thou thy wits and didst persuade revenge, it could not move thus.
There's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray, laws, remember? There's pansies. That's for thoughts.
A documented madness, to thoughts and remembrance fitted.
There's columbine and fennel for you. There's rue for you. And here's some for me. They call it herb grace the science. Oh, you must wear your rue with a difference. There's a daisy. I would give you violets, but they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end. For bonny sweet robin is all my joy. God be with you.
You see this? Oh God. Laertes, you must let me commune with your grief, or you deny me right. Let this be so. So it shall. And where the offense is, let the great axe fall. Thou must your conscience my acquittance seal, and put me for heart, for friend. Sith have you heard, and with a knowing ear, that man who hath have slain your noble father, pursued my life. It well appears, so tell me why you proceed not against me, feet so prideful and so capital in nature. Oh, for two special reasons. The queen, his mother, lives almost by his looks. The other motive is the great love the general gender bear him. And so have I a noble father lost, and a sister driven into desperate terms, whose worth, if praises may go back against a challenger of mount of all the age for her perfections. But my revenge will come. Hana, what news?
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. This to your majesty and this to the queen.
From Hamlet? Who brought them?
Sailors, they say. I saw them not. They were given to me by Claudio. I received them of him that brought them.
Laertes, you shall hear them. Leave us. High and mighty, you shall know I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow I beg leave to see your kingly eyes. Hamlet, know you the hand? 'Tis Hamlet's character, naked. Can you advise me? I'm lost in it, but let him come. It warms the very sickness in my heart that I shall live and tell it to his teeth. Thus didst thou. I, my lord. Laertes, was your father dear to you? Or are you like a painting of a sorrow, a face without a heart? Why ask you this? Not that I do not think you did not love your father, but that I know love is begun by time, and that, I see with passages of proof, time qualifies the spark and fire of it. Hamlet comes back. What would you undertake to show yourself your father's son, indeed more than in words? To cut his throat in the church. Then, good Laertes, will you do this? Keep close within your chamber. Hamlet returned shall know you are come home. We shall put those that shall praise your excellence and wager on both your heads. He, being remiss, shall not peruse the foils, so that with ease or with a little shuffling you may choose a sword unfated, and with a passive practice requite him for your father. I will do it. For that purpose I'll anoint my sword. I bought an unction at a mountebank so mortal that, but dip a knife in it, that if I gall him slightly, it may be done. Let's think further onwards. Soft. Let's see. When in your motions you are hot and dry, as to make your bouts more violent to that head, and now he calls for drink, I'll have prepared him a chalice for the nonce, whereon but sipping, if he by chance escape your venom stuff, we may get our end there. How now?
Sweet queen, one woe doth tread upon another, skill so fast they follow. Your sisters drown, Laertes.
Drown. Oh, where?
There is a willow. Grows a slanted brook that shows its hoar leaves in the glassy stream. There, with fantastic garlands, did she come, of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples that liberal shepherds do give a grosser name, but are cold maids who dead men's fingers call them. There, on the pendant bows her cornet weeds, clambering to hang an envious sliver broke, which down her weedy trophies and herself fell in the weeping brook. Oh, spread wide, and mermaid-like, awhile they bore her up, which time she chanted snatches of old tunes, as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native and endued unto that element. But long it could not be, till her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay into muddy death.
What your water hast thou, poor Ophelia? And therefore I forbid my tears. Adieu, my lord. Let's follow Gertrude. How much I've had to do to calm his rage. Now Theocritus will give it start again. Therefore, let's follow.
contract all the time for mine. He proved me thought there was nothing meet.
Has this fellow no feeling of business that he sings a grave making?
Custom hath made it in him a property of easiness.
Aye, the hand of little employment hath the daintier sense.
But age would be his stealing steps had clawed me in his clutch, and hatched me into the land as if I never been fetched.
That skull had a tongue in it, and could sing once.
It might, my lord. What man dost thou dig it for?
For no man's.
What woman then?
For none neither.
Who then is to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, sir, but the rest her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the knave is. We must speak by the card, or equivocation will undo us. How long hast thou been a grave maker?
It was the very day the young Hamlet was born. The one left his man and sent him to England.
Aye, Mary. Why was he sent to England?
Why? Because he was mad. He shall recover his wits there. Or if he do not, it's no great matter there.
Why?
Twill not be seen him. There's men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Very strangely, they say.
How strangely.
They him losing his wits. Here's a skull now. This skull has lain in the earth 23 years.
Whose is it?
This same skull, sir, was your skull, the king's jester.
This?
He can that.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times. And now how abhorred in my memory it is. Where be your jibes now? To what base uses we may return, Horatio? But soft, soft, aside, here comes the king. Crouch me a while. Mark.
Profane the service as to sing a requiem to her, as such as to peace-parted souls.
Make her dear, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. I tell thee, churlish priest, a ministering angel shall my sister be when thou liest tower.
What? The fair Ophelia?
Sweet sister, sweet farewell. I hope thou shalt in my hand this life.
Hold off the earth a while until I ponder once more in my arms. Now ponder dust upon the quick dead!
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? This is I, Hamlet, the dead.
The devil take thy soul! My lord, be quiet!
I loved Ophelia! 40,000 brothers cannot, with all their quantity of love, make up my sum. What wilt thou do for her?
Oh, he is mad! Later! Oh, good! Forbear them!
Hercules himself do what he may. The cat will mew, and the dog will have his day.
I pray you, good Horatio, wait upon him.
Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push.
An hour of quiet shortly shall we see. Till then, in patience, our proceeding be.
It must be shortly known to him from England what is the issue of the business there.
But I am sorry, good Horatio, that to Laertes I forgot myself, for that by the portraiture of my cause I see the image of his.
Peace, who comes here?
Your lordship is right. Welcome back to Denmark.
And from Lincoln, sir.
dost know this waterfly? No, my good lord. My state is the more gracious.
If your lordship were at leisure, I should have a team to impart you from his majesty.
I will receive it with all diligence of spirit.
The king, sir, hath laid that in a dozen passes between you and Laertes shall not exceed 3 hits.
Sir, I will walk here in this hall. If it please his majesty, 'tis the breathing time of day with me. Let the foils be brought, the gentleman willing, and the king hold his purpose. I will win for him, and I can. If not, I'll gain nothing but my shame in the odd pits.
I do commend my duty to your lordship.
Ho, ho, ho.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
I do not think so. For since he went into France, I have been in continual practice.
Nay, if your mind is like anything, obey it. I will forestall their repair hither, and say you are not fit.
Not a whit. We defy augury. There is a special providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, it is not to come. If it be not come, it will be now. If it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all. Let be. Give me your pardon, sir. For I have done you wrong, but pardon, as you are a gentleman.
I am satisfied in nature.
Oh!
But in my terms of honor will no reconcilement until I have a voice of precedent of peace. But till that time I do receive your offered love like love and will not wrong it.
I embrace it freely, and will this brother's wager frankly play? Give us the foils, come on. Come over me.
Cousin Hamlet, you know the wager.
Very well, my lord. Your grace hath laid the odds on the weaker side.
I do not fear it. I have seen you both. Set the stoops of wine upon that table. Come, begin. And you, the judge, bear a watchful eye.
Come, sir.
Come.
One, no. Judgment.
A heat, a very palpable heat.
Well then, stay. Bring forth drink. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Here is to thy health. Give him the cup.
Set it by a while. I'll play this back first. Come. Ooh.
A touch. My son shall win.
The queen carouses to thy fortune, Hamlet.
Gertrude, do not drink.
I will, my lord. I pray you pardon me.
It is the poisoned cup. It is too late. Dare not drink yet, madam. By and by.
Oh, let me wipe thy face.
My lord will hit him now!
Think not on it. And yet 'tis almost against my conscience.
Come for the third layer, tease you but dally.
Say so, come on!
Nothing, neither way.
Nay. How does the queen?
She swoons to see the bleed.
No. The drink. My dear Hamlet. The drink. I am poisoned. Oh, villainy. Let the doors be locked. Treachery, seek it out.
It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. In thee there is not half an hour of life, unbated and envenomed. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand.
battle practice hath turned itself on me. Lo, here I lie, never to rise again. I can no more. Thy mother's poison. The king's to blame.
The point in venoms too? Then venom to thy Oh, thou murderous, incestuous, deadly Jane! Drink up this potion! It's like you did here follow my mother!
Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine is my father's death come not upon thee, nor thine on me.
Heaven make thee free of it. I follow thee. I am dead, Horatio. Rich queen, adieu. But let it be. Horatio, I am dead, thou livest. Report me and my cause aright to those unsatisfied. Never believe it. I am more an antique Roman than a Dane. Here's yet some liquor left. As thou art a man, give me the cup. Let go! By heaven, I'll have it! Oh, Horatio, what wounded name! Oh, things standing thus unknown shall live behind me. If thou didst ever hold me in thy heart, absent thee from felicity a while, and in this harsh world draw thy breath in pain, to tell my story. The rest is silence. Now cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.